All right, we're good. So thank you guys. I'm gonna mute everyone until someone has a question. Just do that. Okay. Anyways, thank you guys for jumping on. I'm sure by now, like you guys, we all have group chats with Kelsey. You guys know who Kelsey is. You guys, you guys are on Kelsey's team too. So that's why you hear a whole lot and get a whole lot of help from Kelsey. So this month, like this team's going diamond. Kelsey's going diamond, and like, what does that mean for you guys? One, you guys are going to promote two, and two, that means you guys are going to get a pay raise, and three, that means like you guys are next. Like it just kind of ripples down with promotion. So every time, it's always exciting when your upline promotes, because then you're like, hell yeah, I can do, if she can do this, I can do this. And you can also, by the way, you can out promote your upline. So Kelsey's going diamond this month. One of you guys could go double before her. One of you guys could go triple before her. It doesn't matter like that, but it's really exciting to like cheer your entire team on. And that's why we've been talking about this like triple ripple with our entire team going triple. Cause like once one of us goes triple, like we're all just going to explode and we're all going to go triple. Same thing with like diamonds. Like we're going to be popping diamonds left and right. And I think all of you guys were on or watched the recording of the, that promotion Zoom we did the other day. So same kind of thing with like going diamond. So we just want to make sure that you guys are in the right mindset to promote and have all the like tools and stuff you guys need, because it's like happening no matter what. You guys are all promoting this month. So I'm gonna like mute myself and let Kelsey take it away. And if you guys have any questions, you are probably able to unmute yourself. I think you probably can. If not, you could just, I think there's even an option to raise your hand, but I don't know how to do that either. But you can type anything in the chat and we'll either see it or we'll go back to questions. So I'll unmute myself. Mute my.
Am I good? Can you hear me? Okay. Okay. So I wanted to have like this little, it's going to be more of a mindset motivation, get out of the funky feelings type of Zoom so that we can just put all of those feelings and all that stuff behind us and we can just truck forward, because there is so much time still left of this month for each and every single one of us to promote. And like Ali said, it's going to happen, and it's going to happen come hell or high water. So we have no time for funky feelings and weird vibes getting in the way of our promotions and the money that we want and everything like that. So number one, I first just want to start off by saying, I want to first start off by saying that you should get out a notebook, a pencil, a pen, or something to take notes, because I have a lot to say. This is going to be great. I have a lot to say. I took a lot of time to write down all of this, and I'm going to read it because I want to make sure that it's clear and it's just exactly what I want to say and no trailing off, because I tend to do that a lot. So we're going to keep this short, sweet, and simple because we all have things to do and work to put in. So the purpose of this Zoom is, it's not just for you to fill yourself up and get super hype and get off of this Zoom super excited and ready to do the things for this one night. It's for you to take all of these things and all of these, I guess, tools and trainings and everything that you hear when you get on these types of Zooms, and to actually put them into action, because being on here and listening means absolutely nothing if you don't put them into action for longer than just one night, because that's what I used to do. I used to get really hyped up and really excited. I'd do the things for a day, maybe two, and then like I would have one negative thing happen and there I go. And now I'm looking for something external again, which is another Zoom or another short-term motivational thing to get me sparked for the next day or two. And those external things, they only work short-term. So we need to find our internal fire, and that's what we're going to talk about. So number one, who on here has fear? Put a 1 in the chat if you have fear. Fear at all. I should see. Yep. Okay, ones. Yes, we all have fears. Did you know that we were actually only born as babies? We were only born with 2 God-given fears. God, universe, whatever you want to call it. We were born with two fears. And that is the fear of loud noises and the fear of falling. That's it. Every other single fear that you have, that you just thought of when you wrote that 1, you instilled in yourself. From the time you were born, you gave yourself that fear. It's not real. There is no mountain lion or gorilla or whatever coming to get you and coming to kill you or anything like that. It is just a self-created fear that you have learned and you have taken on throughout the years. And it's time that we just put those down because they're not serving us. So here are the 5 common fears that we have in this specific business, in this specific industry. 1, fear of failure, pretty common, generic. 2, fear of not being good enough. Again, common and generic. 3, fear of mass enrolling. Yeah, that's a big one. 4, fear of not being able to promote. Also a big one, because we're all promoting, but I'm sure that we all have had the fears that it's not going to happen. And 5, the fear of working so hard and missing it. Because that's like a letdown fear. That's like a, wow, I just did all of that and I missed it kind of a fear. Okay. So we're going to acknowledge all 5 of those. Again, all self-inflicted. The universe did not instill these fears in you. The enemy did. And now we're spending so much time and energy thinking about these fears instead of focusing on our faith and trusting that the universe is going to provide us with the tools to get there. Focusing on just doing the work to become the best you so that those fears don't even affect you anymore. That's the work that we need to be doing. And so we're going to talk about taking our negative thoughts captive. Because if we can take our negative thoughts captive, then none of those fears have any hold or any weight or anything over us. Because we're going to take them, we're going to look at them, and we're going to say, nope, you do not belong here. You do not belong here in my mind right now. I'm going to notice you. I'm acknowledging you, but I'm not going to accept you. Because there is a big difference from sitting here and having this little thing that pops up in your mind that says, wow, I haven't gotten a single response to any of the messages that I sent out today. And then you're going to sit there and you're going to dwell on it and it's going to take a hold of you. But instead, from this point moving forward till the end of the month and continuing even far past that, because we're going to keep promoting after this month is over, we're not stopping. And every single one of you guys is going to go diamond. What we're going to do is we're going to acknowledge that fear, that thought, that negativity, all of it. Whenever it pops up, because it's going to pop up, it'd just be unrealistic to say it's not gonna, but when it pops up, we're going to say, hey, I see you. We're not friends. You're not going to do this to me. And you're going to say bye, and you're going to send it along. And then you're going to get right back into your mindset, and you're going to keep doing the things anyways. And that's how we're going to get to where we want to go. You need to stop yourself literally dead in your tracks and just, you need to take control of it. We also need to get out of our own way. This is a big one, especially for me. The universe, so we're going to talk about this for a second. The universe already gave you your first yes. I think that's really important to mention and acknowledge because we all joined this business. So he, God, the universe, whoever, already led you here and told you yes. So don't waste your time sitting around looking for another yes. You've already gotten it. So go after it. That's all you need to do. You don't need to sit here and wonder if this is the right path or if this is the right thing or if this is the right message or if this is the right whatever. You, and I've heard Allie say this before, and I think Caitlin and a bunch of other people, you can literally not say the wrong thing to the wrong person. You can't. If it's the right person and the right customer and they need the products, it's going to work. You just need to trust that you know and you have the tools to go with it. Go ahead, Allie.
You can't say the wrong thing to the right person. You guys are going to feel nervous talking to people. You're going to, especially enrolling distributors, you're going to feel like, oh my God, I don't want to say the wrong thing. I hate talking on the phone. I hate it. I hate when there's a potential customer or a potential distributor that's like, can you just call me and give me the info? I don't even like ordering pizza on the phone. Like I hate scheduling doctor's appointments on the phone. I don't know why. Kelsey was one of those girls that was like, oh, can you just like call me? And like, yeah, I was terrified, guys. I was like, what am I going to say? I'm probably going to ramble. I probably did ramble. I probably spilled so much information that she was just like, blah, 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 but I didn't say the wrong thing. Even though I like thinking in my head, I probably thought, I was like, oh my God, I sound so stupid. I don't know what to say. And Kelsey's still here. And you just can't say the wrong thing to the right person, and you can't say the right thing to the wrong person. You're going to have people that you talk to and you're just like, everything you say, they're going to have a rebuttal to. Sometimes nothing you say can like change them. And this is even with customers too. Nothing you say can like change their mind. Nothing you can say. So no matter what you're saying, it's going to be the right thing. That's all I had.
I love it. That's great. It's true. I did do that to her. And also kind of off of that, like there are going to be those, I don't want to use the word difficult, but there are going to be those difficult feeling customers that like, they kind of pull a lot more out of you than other people might in regards to like their questions and their hounding and they're making you wait and all this stuff. And it might seem a little stressful, but honestly, those customers are going to be the ones that are the most satisfying when they order and the volume comes in and they're at least for me anyways, they're always the ones that are the most satisfied with the products. They appreciate you taking the time to care and love on them and thinking of them as like an actual human with goals instead of like just some random BBs that we're rolling in and piecing out on them, you know? So don't get discouraged by the difficult customers. They're always the best when you get them. Okay, so I want us all to stop putting ourselves in a situation where we're telling ourselves that we can't do things. It's too much. It's too hard. I'm too far. The universe literally already gave us the green light. The green light has been given. So we just need to keep driving that car. If you're at a light and the light turns green, you go. You don't sit there and you say, but what if something's coming? But what if there's something that what if I don't go the right way? Or you just go. And guess what? If you take the wrong turn, you just go around. You missed your exit, take the next one. Reroute. You'll get there. You're going to get to the destination no matter what. Okay, so 5 ways to get out of your own way. I want these to be written down too. I want us to have like a sheet that we can go back to whenever we're having funky feelings. We can be like, bring out the sheet. This is the sheet. Number 1, remember why you're doing this. This is huge. We are all here for a reason. Everyone's why is going to be different, but it's important that you write it down too, because it's important and so much more powerful when you physically write things down and then you can look back on it. So write down your why, and if you don't know what it is, then figure it out. And I don't mean some superficial baseline, I want $100 to put gas in my car. Because let's be real, we are all capable of so much more than $100 in gas in our car. We have bigger dreams, we have bigger goals, we have so many more things in life that we want to accomplish. So think about what that real why is. Number 2, think about the outcome, not the obstacles. We're not going to focus on the obstacles because the obstacles, they don't matter. They don't matter. Think about the outcome and how that outcome is going to make you feel. And then I really want you to sit in that and I want you to feel that. Number 3, stop comparing yourself to other people. You just got to put your blinders on. I don't know how many times I've heard Cheyenne Knox talk about how when she was like a Ruby or an Emerald or even just a distributor, and she would compare herself to the diamonds that she saw, and she would look up to them and she would idolize them, and she'd be like, well, she does this and she does this and she has that and she whatever. And she would always feel less than. And now what is she now? Ambassador? She's ambassador, right? She's an ambassador diamond now. And she said that those girls that she used to look at and compare herself to and get lost in that comparison game, those girls are still diamonds to this day. And she's 10 steps ahead of them because she finally put her blinders on. She stopped comparing herself to what so-and-so is doing and what so-and-so is doing. And she just did the thing in the way that she knew that she could do it. And she learned along the way and she grew into that person. So putting the blinders on is super important. Number 4, give up the idea of control. Trust the process. The moment that we give up this ideology that we need to control every single thing around us is the moment that we're going to soar. You just have to stop thinking that you can't control who does what and who works their business, who doesn't work their business, and what customer orders today like they were supposed to or tomorrow. It doesn't matter. We can't control those things. The only things that we can control is what we do, how we act, how we move forward, and how we grow. And number 5, this is the biggest one. Negativity is out the window. We're not even allowing that inside. Negativity is out the window. And when I say that, I want us to all kind of think about the way that we approach things when we're in our funky feelings, because I know I've done it before, and I go and I message Allie and I'm like, I feel this and blah, 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 and this person did this and this person left me on red and blah, blah, or I don't know, whatever it is and however I'm feeling. That type of venting, that's not being solution minded. Instead, let's sit there and let's say, okay, I haven't enrolled a customer today. I didn't enroll a customer yesterday. I've done all these things and nobody's done this, or whatever it is that we're feeling. Let's say, okay, what can I do to change that? What can I do to make that better? If this isn't working, what can I do that will work? What can I flip? What can I switch? What can I change? What other avenue can I approach that's going to make this work for me? And how can I get there? And those are the questions that we need to be reaching out to our uplines about. Not just complaining, not just venting, not anything like that. We shouldn't even be doing that to ourselves in our own heads either. Because again, we need to be solution minded, because that's how we're going to get us to the points that we are promoting, to the point that we are growing into the person that we need to be to reach these things. Okay, we'll keep trucking. So next topic, Giving ourselves the opportunity. So I listened to this in a Zoom the other day and I was like, wow, this is fantastic. I've never even thought about it this way. So think about how many labels that we have placed on ourselves. Even something so simple like, I'm not a morning person. Who decided that you weren't a morning person? You decided you weren't a morning person because you probably had one bad morning 10 years ago and you were like, I hate mornings. I'm not a morning person. And now you refuse to get up in the morning and do extra work. Or I'm too shy, I can't go live. I am 100%, I've put myself in that category. I'm too shy, I can't go live. And it holds people back. It holds people back. I'm not a mass enroller. How do you know? How do you know you're not a mass enroller? You don't. Can we really sit here? Some of us can, yes, definitely. But I'm just speaking to the general here. Can we sit here and say we have been 100% consistent with our business, like 10 hosts of post up every single day? No avail, no negativity, positive mindset, getting all the messages, all the follow-ups, posting, loving on ourselves, loving on our team, loving the business, and just wanting the things. Can we really say that we've been doing that every single day? And if we can't say that, then you can't say you're not a mass enroller, because you haven't set yourself up for the opportunity to be a mass enroller. So you have to take that off the table. Do all the things, be consistent, love yourself, love this business, love your goals, and just push for it, because that is how you're going to set yourself up with the opportunity to reach your goals. It's not that you can't do it, it's just that you haven't set yourself up yet. That hit me hard when I heard that. That hit me real hard because I was like, damn, I didn't even think about it like that. Okay. These labels that we place on ourselves, they take our power away. They take our opportunity away. You didn't join this business to play small. We joined this business to reach our goals, to accomplish the things that we want in life. And when we sit there and we think about where we want to be in 5 years, in 10 years, in 20 years, future self, where you want to be, how you're setting yourself up, the big dream, the big goal. This business can get you there, and you have to be consistent in believing that. That's huge, because you can't go anywhere if you don't have the belief that you can do it. If somebody said to me today, Kelsey, can you go do 5 front handsprings? This is just something I'm pulling out of my butt right now. Can you go do 5 front handsprings? I would say, no, I can't go do 5 front handsprings. But I bet you that if I got out there in the yard every day for a month and practice 5 front handsprings, I'd get somewhere. And maybe in 1 month, I wouldn't be able to do 5. Maybe I could only do 2. But guess what? Those 2 front handsprings are more than I started off with. And if I keep going, I'll get 3, I'll get 4, I'll get 5. And then I could sit there and I could say to that person, hey, I could do 5 front handsprings because I worked for it, because I gave myself the opportunity and I didn't cut myself out when somebody presented it to me, because I was like, oh, I don't know if I can do that. So I'm just going to write myself off. Give yourself the opportunity. Okay. We did not start this business as a guy. I did not start the business as an ambassador. Ellie did not start the business as a double. Nobody started the business with the higher rank, being the person that they are now, or anything like that. Every person that started this business started as an executive. They didn't start an executive, sorry. They started as a distributor with no customers, no distributors underneath them, literally nothing. Only the same tools and trainings and opportunities. Oh, can you hear me? Okay. Only the same tools and trainings and everything that we are given. We are literally all in the same playing field. Those people who are ambassador diamond, triple diamond, double diamond, even just diamond, emerald, ruby, those people, they grew into that. They grew, they developed, they worked on it. They learned so many things about themselves and so many things about the journey, and just they developed into those people. So it is possible. We just need to keep pushing for it. We already have every single thing inside of us that we need. We have a team that loves and cares about us. We have people that are fighting for us in our corner every single step of the way. It is your decision. You have to make it, though. You can have all the tools in your toolbox, but only you can take can choose to take the tool out. Everybody has a hammer, but it doesn't matter if you don't take it out. Everybody has a screwdriver in their toolbox, but it doesn't matter if you don't take it out. Only you can do that. I can't take it out for you. Allie can't take it out for you. Gabby can't take it out for Sarah. Sarah can't take it out for Kimberly. We are the only ones who can take those tools out of our toolbox and actually put them into action to reach the destination that we're shooting for. But they're all there. They're all right there in front of you. You have everything inside of you that you need. You have all the internal and you have all the external. They're there. You just need to utilize them. And so now we're going to talk about setting a new standard for ourselves, because I think that once we start vibing higher and we're feeling good and we're in the energy and all these things, that's all fine and dandy, but our internal and our external, they have to align. Our internal feelings and everything and our belief in all of that, it doesn't mean anything if we don't have action, and the action doesn't mean anything if we don't have the mindset. So we need to start aligning that and setting new standards for ourselves from this point forward. Reaching bare minimums every single day is not going to be enough. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. Your dreams are worth way more than bare minimums too. So sitting there at the end of the day and saying, well, I posted today, I messaged a few people, and I followed up with like 2 people. I'm good. Those are like bare minimums though. Bare minimums are going to get you a bare minimum paycheck. That can get you a bare minimum, I guess, dream when you get older. I don't even know. You're going to have a bare minimum life. And I don't think we all want bare minimum lives, because that's not why we're here. We're in this business because it's a business of more, and we want more. So we need to all put aside every single thing that we have told ourselves the last 18, what is it, the 19th, the last 19 days of this month. You're not tired. You're not uninspired. You're not unmotivated. You're lacking a decision. So decide. That's literally it. If you're going to give 50%, universe is going to match that 50%. So double it. So 100%. The universe will meet you there, and you'll move mountains. Be surprised what you can do with 100% of your own effort and 100% of the universe having your back, you know? Maybe you're looking at your volume and you're thinking, oh my God, this $2,000, I'll take that. This 2,000 BV for ruby or emerald volume or whatever it is might seem like the biggest mountain you've ever tackled in your life. That's okay. That's good. It's fine. We're going to climb it. We're going to climb it step by step by step. Every single day, inch by inch, and we're going to move it. We're going to get there, and we're going to climb it. Climbing that mountain is going to feel so good. Challenging, yes, it's going to be challenging, and that's okay, because we're going to put our promoting pants on and we're going to handle it like a boss. Each and every single one of us are bosses, and we can handle the mountain, and we're going to do it. So when you're standing on top of that mountain, and I want us to all kind of think about what that feels like right now. We don't have to wait for something to happen to start envisioning how it feels and how it's going to affect and change us and just make us like we flatten the curve. I'm dead. I'm dead. Yes. True. Oh my God. Okay. When you're standing on top of that mountain and you can see how far that you've come and how far that you've climbed, that is going to be so worth it. That is going to be so worth it. It's going to be the best feeling. And when you reach that promotion, and maybe not even just promotion, maybe you're shooting for ruby and you're like, ooh, I want to be a diamond. I want to be a ruby. I want to be a diamond. Then fine, that's fine. We're going to climb that diamond, that diamond. We're going to climb that mountain too. We're going to climb every single mountain that you have for yourself that you want to climb, and we're going to climb it, and we're going to climb it together because we're a team. And that's what we're going to do. And then one day, next year, at conference in January, we're all going to be there, and we're all going to be sitting pretty in VIP next to Allie, because we're all going to be there because we're a team and we're moving this mountain together. It's May 19th. You have so many days left of this month to promote. So let's commit, let's decide, and we're just going to get it done. It doesn't matter what the number says. The number doesn't matter. Don't get stuck on the number. We're going to break it down day by day. We're going to get it down. It's just going to happen. We're here for you. We're here for every single one of you. Questions, screenshots, anything, mindset, anything. We got it. We got it all. We all have it, and we have it inside of us too. And I want us, here we go. I want us to start doing 20 post a day, not 10. We're going 20 post a day. It's okay. You can do it. And actually, it was a Zoom that I listened to the other day, and I know Allie listened to it too. I don't know if anybody else, but the craziest thing that she said, it's so crazy, it's so simple, it's crazy, was if you're not overwhelmed, you're not doing it right. If you're not overwhelmed, you're not doing it right. And let me tell you, today, I was overwhelmed for the first time in like 2-3 weeks. I'm not gonna lie. I was overwhelmed. I woke up this morning and I was like, holy Toledo, what is going on? I can't keep up with everybody. It was overwhelming, but it felt so good. It was the most amazing, overwhelming experience. And I signed a lot of EV today. Today was a good day. And guess what? I had a dry run. I'm not gonna lie. I was getting 10 hosts to post up, and I was not seeing what I was expecting to see out of it. I wasn't. My mindset went to the crapper, and I sat in that, and I was like, really? This is happening right now? It's my promotion month. What's happening? No? And then one day, put my panties back on, and I got to work, and I took my 10 hosts to post, and I upped to 20, and I just kept going. You're going to have days where none of your hosts to post take off. You're going to have days where you message 80 people and nobody responds. You're going to have days where you're going, and nothing happens, and that's fine. Because if you stop, then that's how you're going to end. You want to end on that note? Really? That's really how you want to go down? No. We all are here for a reason. We're all going for more for a reason. So we're going to keep going, even when we have those bad days, and even when we don't do anything, we don't enroll any VV, we're just going to keep going. And eventually you're going to have that day where you sign like 50 customers in an hour, and you're going to be like, holy hell, what just happened? And then you're going to know, wow, I can do this. I can do this. You're going to have that feeling, and you're going to ride with it. And we're going to ride with this tonight, 9:30. None of us are going to bed yet. It's 9:30. There's like at least an hour's left of work that we can do, which means how many host posts have we gotten up? How many more can we get up before we go to bed? And then we're going to take it tomorrow morning, and we're going to go, and we're just going to get it. And we're making raves. We're making the ripple. Allie's going triple. I'm going diamond. Gabby's going emerald. Sarah's going ruby. Kimberly's going ruby. I think she's gone, but that's okay. She's still going ruby. We're doing all of the things. And we're going to feel so incredibly amazing after this month is over. And then we're going to keep pushing. And Gabby's going to go diamond. And Sarah's going to go emerald. And that's how it's just going to keep going like that. Allie, do you have anything to add? I'm like out of notes. I've officially said it all.
The one thing that I wrote down when you were talking about like mass enrolling, this was on the Zoom about enrolling distributors, and I texted the girl that said it to like get it right, and I don't think I'm gonna get this right. She didn't read my message yet, but she was basically, it was a quote saying like, what if your normal is something you've never even known? And I love that, because I feel like, yeah, I work really hard, and you guys probably look at me and my enrollments and think, yeah, she works really hard, but like when I go to bed at night and I like look back at my day, I know that there's days that I could do more. Some days there's not. Like some days it's crazy. Some days there's just a lot going on. Some days there's not that I could do more. But when I like go to sleep at the end of the night and like look back at the day and like, oh, I could have waken up 15 minutes earlier and did my self-development then, or like I know that I could be doing more now. And when you look at yourself, not that we should compare ourselves to ambassadors and triples, but we want to do what successful people are doing, right? Like they are giving it their all, literally all the time. And Jade always says this. She says people always ask like, okay, what should I be doing like daily? Like how many people are you adding? How many people are you messaging? How many this, how many that? Like people want to know like what she does every day. She's like, and she just says, do all that you can all the time, always. And that's like what she says all the time. So as much as you can, all the time, always. So, and your all the time, always is going to look different than my all the time, always. Kelsey's all the time, always is going to look different. Like, and every day is going to be different too. So I used to be so stuck on a list. Like I used to just like be so focused on my 6 list or daily minimums, whatever you want to call it. And that's what I was focusing on. And I was just like, okay, I need to add 100 people, I need to message 100 people, I need to do this, I need to do that. And that was my intention. My intention was to get my list done. And I remember this was like probably November, December, I messaged Ashley Martha. I'm like, Ashley, teach me how to enroll a customer. She's like, you know how to enroll a customer. Just do it. I'm like, I feel like I'm doing the thing. She's like, just focus on enrolling and do it. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so focused on getting my list done. And that's what was happening. I was getting my list done. I wasn't focusing on enrolling customers. So that I feel like is like a secret switch that you can flip in your brain. Same thing goes when you're doing host to post too. And it might feel like, oh my gosh, I'm only focusing on getting host to post up. So what I have kind of been doing is like, I will focus even like a day or two on just like focus on getting your host to post up, or even like the first half of your day, depending on like what your day looks like. Spend the time to focus getting them up and then focus on signing. So like, what does that look like? Checking up and following up with anyone, going back through, commenting another before and after, bumping pictures, making sure you messaged everyone, and focus on not only getting them up, because getting them up is great, but like, are we taking care of those host to post too? Like, are you going back and checking? Because there's been plenty of times that I have went back to check a host to post I forgot about, and it had 4 or 5 comments that I just didn't even see. Like I would have missed if I wasn't like taking care of my host to post. So focus on getting them up and then focus on enrolling. And that was like a huge mindset switch for me when like Ashley said that. She's like, just focus on enrolling. I'm like, oh my gosh, like I was focusing so hard. And trust me, you guys are going to do way less work focusing on the like enrolling than the list, because you can focus on the list and like what we put out there in the universe is like what we get back. So if I'm like, universe, let me finish my list, I'm so busy today, I'm going to finish my list, instead of being like, universe, let me sign a freaking customer today, I'm going to sign a customer. And I always say, like, I always talk about this snowball and like, just get your one, like sell your soul for your one LC, because that's all it takes. Like just getting so committed to that one LC, and then it really just snowballs from there. And like, that's why, and even for me, even for Kelsey, like when we go through those dry runs too, and that's another thing I was going to say, and she kind of talked about it too. This is what happens with host to post. And this is why people are like, host to post doesn't work for me. So what happens is, like, say you're consistent for 1, 2, 3, maybe even 4 or 5 days. You get your 10 up and you're like, okay, where's my comments? Where's my like people commenting? Where's the people ordering? Like, where's these customers that everyone's talking about? Like, host to post is working for everyone else. Like, why is it not working for me? And say you did like day 1, 2, 3, 4, you got your host to post up, and then you're like, okay, well, it's not working, and you stop. What if day 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you had 2 or 3 or 4 host to post a day that blow up, that have 6, 7, 20 comments on them? It's a weird concept, but if you just keep going, it will work. And people say, and I was one of these people too, I was like a yo-yo host to poster. I'd be like, hell yeah, host to post is great. I'd sign a couple customers, then I'd stop signing customers, so I would stop host to posting. And then it would be like almost like a mindset thing for me. I'm like, I don't want to waste my time host to posting because I wasn't signing customers. But really, I just wasn't doing it consistently for long enough. So if you guys are feeling like, what the heck, host to post isn't working for me, and you know you've gotten 10 up for the past at least 7 days, send us your screenshots of your host to post, send us your screenshots of our script, because like, what I think I might have just cut out for a second, I don't know, like our scripts, our post, like what we're doing is like, it works if you just like have the right mindset and put in the right effort. So like literally all the trainings that I've been listening to, and I plug in like a lot. I listen to a lot of Zooms. I jump on a lot of Zooms because I want to know what's working for people right now. And I know I see you guys on all the Zooms too. Every single Zoom is talking about host to post. Like every single Zoom is talking about host to post. So it's not, you're not like weird. You're not the only one it doesn't work for. There's things we can tweak if needed, but it's probably, this is exactly what the girl that said, like, if you're not overwhelmed, you're not doing enough. She's like, it's not that you like, you aren't, like, it's not that you're doing anything wrong. We're just not doing enough of it sometimes. And that's where I was for like months, guys. Like I sat at Double Diamond for, oh, my internet is unstable. 1 second. My back. I think I'm back. I sat there for a long time. I was like kind of like exactly like Kelsey said, I was working. It looked like I was working. I was doing the things. I was signing a couple customers, but I wasn't like fully committed. And that's where I was for months, guys. And that's why I'm like, y'all, like just get your host posts up, do the work, because that's when crazy things happen. Like our volume today is higher than it was maybe since, like, I don't know, last fall at the end of the month. And like that's how much our volume, like today, the orders that have ran up until the 19th, like our volume is higher today than it was at the end of the month, like months ago. I don't know if that makes sense, like if I'm getting across what I'm trying to say. And our volume is like tripled, quadrupled since then. And it's because I just committed to like doing work and like enrolling instead of just like doing bare minimums. I was stuck in that rut too. Yeah, that's all I had to say. I think I'm good.
I think I'm good too. I covered everything that I wanted to talk about. Do you guys have any questions? Or do you guys have any, I don't know, anything you want to talk about real quick before we wrap it up? You can just, can they?
I have a question.
Yes.
Okay, it's kind of silly, but
No silly questions.
So say like you do a bunch of hosts to post and stuff, and of course you're supposed to add people every day. So what I get stuck on is like initiating host to post. Like, do I message a bunch of people and like, hey, can you put this up, or do I do more of like the post, like the giveaways, or just a combination of both?
Yeah, okay, so I will send you these 3 messages that I have been sending. One is anyone that's posted for me before that's like not in this giveaway, so any like of April or March or like literally anytime ever. Because guys, listen, I have been posting since like July of 2018, but I've never been so consistent about it. And when I look back at the months that I was very consistent about it, I went diamond and I went double. Like that just shows the power of host to post and how long host to post has been around, that we haven't gone balls to the wall. Like when we go balls to the wall, we promote, and like that's what we're trying to do. Anyway, so I'll message anyone that has done a host to post ever for me, and I send them. It's basically, and I'll send you guys the scripts, but like literally just like, hey, I have another giveaway this month. Do you want another entry? This is what the giveaway is. So it's just very simple. Almost all the time they say yes because they've already done it before. You know, they're like willing to post it or whatever. Another one is anyone that has been like a potential customer or potential distributor that just either has stopped responding, has said no thank you to the products or whatever. I'm just like, hey, I don't know if you've seen my giveaway, and it's pretty much the same script. I don't know if you've seen my giveaway. This is what it is. Do you want an entry? Or like, this is what it is. This is how you get in. Do you want an entry? Some people say yes. Some people say no thank you, and that's okay. I'm like, whatever, cool. And then I will just, like, new friends that I've added, I send them, hey, quick question, not trying to sell you anything. And everyone responds to that because it's funny. Like, people get messages all the time, if we're being completely honest, like, hey girl, love your hair, hey girl, like whatever. So I get a really good response with that, like, hey girl, or not, I don't say hey girl, I'm like, hey, quick question, no, not trying to sell you anything, with like a laughy face, and everyone's like, yeah, what's up? And I'm just like, hey, would you be up for posting a post to your Facebook for me? I'll enter you into my giveaway. I'll send you the scripts exactly. But those are like my 3 messages that I send. And how I have been getting them up quickly is green light messaging. So let me show you on Facebook. It's basically the active people. So there's 2 ways to do this. The first way is going to your messenger and clicking on people. Ooh, hold on, you can't see that. Going to your messenger, clicking on people, and you can see like all these people, see the green lights, like they're all active on Facebook, so you know they're going to respond like right away. Tricky thing about this though, it like some of these people aren't going to be your friends on Facebook, so you want to make sure you're friends on Facebook. I was doing this forever and then realized I'm like, oh my god, I like messaging people that like weren't even my friends. They were either people that I've connected before on Facebook, like, or on Messenger, like say they were an old potential or like even like an old high school friend or whatever, and we've talked on Messenger before, and then maybe I just deleted them because I had no reason to be their friend anymore. We're still connected on Messenger. So if you click on the things and like you'll see at the top, it'll say either if you have a mutual friend, it'll say like one mutual friend at the top, or if you guys are friends, it'll say you're friends on Facebook. So just before you send the message, and let me see if I can find one to show you exactly what it looks like. If you click it, it just like, it'll show their name. Let's see. Who am I friends with? So that's one way. Another way is just if you're like scrolling on Facebook, which we don't want to scroll because you're just going to sit there and scroll. But if you're scrolling on Facebook, you will be able to see like that green light too. So this is like what it looks like. Let me try my brightness down so you can. Okay, can you guys see that? So there's the green light and it says we're friends on Facebook. So that is someone that I would message like the hey, quick question to. Let me see if I can find some of these funny messages that I've sent like literally like 7 follow-ups before about like the products. Like literally it's like blue, 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 like on my end, like following up. And then I asked for a host post and they're like, yeah, sure, of course, always willing to help you out. I'm like, you just ignore me for 7 years. Like, but people will do it. I've also noticed I get a lot more. I hope we keep doing the cash giveaways because I think we do get a little bit more interest in just cash rather than Target or Amazon. So what I will also do, I try to get up at least 2, sometimes even more giveaway host posts. And I'll send you guys the script too, but it's just like, hey, my friend, whoever is, or I'm partnering with my friend, whoever, to give away 300 or whatever, $350, whatever I'm trying to say. It's just another way to, like, you know what I'm trying to say, another way. So then you would message their friends. One thing about host to post right now that's important, especially if we're going to go balls to the wall, we used to be able to just message anyone, but you're going to get put in jail. And I know Sarah was just in jail. So what we want to do is it's annoying and it's an extra step, but it's worth it because you won't get blocked. So say you have someone host a post for you and you have 5 people comment like, yeah, I'm interested in TFX or whatever. You want to go add all 5 of those people, wait for them to accept your friend request, and then message them. So it takes more time to like take care of your host post, like I said, like going back and like checking. So I'll send them a friend request. If they don't accept, like while I'm like on my phone and see it, basically, when I go back to check, say it's like an hour or 2 hours later, I like, sorry, I just got a message and it distracted me, but I'll send that, like, I'll reply to their comment and say, sent you a friend request, like, so I can send you info or whatever. Then they'll accept it. Some people don't accept it, and there's really nothing you can do. But like, if they don't accept it, then they wouldn't have seen your message regardless, because it would be like a message request. If it's like month end, like at the end of last month when we were really pushing volume, I did that, like adding people, but then the people that didn't like accept my friend request right away, or like I still was like, oh my god, I need to get more potentials, I would send them a message after, like before they accepted it, but just very infrequently because I don't want to get blocked. That got me in jail. So that's a newer thing with host post. I feel like that we could just message everyone. So
sometimes if somebody doesn't accept my friend request, like the next day or the next 2 days after, I'll go and I'll change my reaction to their comment. So if I hearted it before, I'll like it because it'll just put a little notification in. I've literally actually had a few people be like, I forgot who you were and why this was happening, so I just let your friend request sit there. I'm like,
yeah.
Okay. Sometimes I just forget.
And I've had people message me like, why are you adding me? I'm like, you commented for info.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yep.
But yeah, that's, I feel like, is a really important key to host post. And the biggest thing I think for me in like taking it seriously and like committing to host post is using this dang tracker. Before I was just putting them up, but this is so good. This is the one I have. Kelsey even draws hers out.
Yeah.
Oh, it's upside down, but you get the point anyways. So and we'll make a group chat of like, and I think we kind of have one. We can just like make the group chat we have of all of us, and like I think there's a couple other girls in there, but we'll make that like Kelsey's team chat too, just have a smaller place, and I'll drop all of these scripts and stuff that we're talking about. Track your host posts up, because then, like I said, you will be missing comments if you don't go back and check on them. And you're going to be so surprised at like, holy shit, I just missed 3 hair, skin, and nails comments. Maybe only one of those 3 are going to order this month, but that's still 2 more names on your list, that like 1 in LC that you would have missed, 2 follow-ups that you could have missed. So I think Pam or Cami or someone said it not too long ago, like if you miss a day of like working or messaging, like whatever, that's fine, but never miss a follow-up. And I was like, oh, I miss follow-ups all the time. Like I need to be better at following up. So yeah. And then I just like, this one it's sorted by, this is clearly this person that made this is pushing volume, because it has like 6 product host to posts, which is what we want to do too. 6 product host posts, 2 distributor host posts, and then 2 the giveaway. So it's a total of 10. But because of this $50 deal, and I would like sign a couple distributors before it's over, today I like only posted for distributors, and then tomorrow I'll go back to like mixing it up. So so I would kind of just do half and half right now. Do 10 product and 10 business host to post, and I'll send you guys, I think you guys have the host posts. If you need them, like let me know. And then a couple, like, or maybe do like, so here's what I would do, and you can write this down if you want, if I don't care, or just do whatever you want, I don't care. But like do 8 product host to post a day, 8 distributor host to post a day, and then 4 giveaway host to post a day. I like to get my giveaway host to post up a day in the morning, because then I can have more people to add and they can put up host to post for me. And then at night too, so then I wake up with people to message for host to post. So that's kind of been my groove with host to post.
Allie had also suggested to me a little while ago when I was in my like host to post crew I run, to stop having people tag me.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what I did. I stopped having people tag me, and it's been working. I'm like, wow. I don't know if it was just like an algorithm thing.
Mm-hmm. And if you do that, it's really important to track them, because it's not going to be as easy to find.
You have to go look them up. Yeah.
And then there was another thing I was going to say about, so sometimes we want to mix up our host to post too much, and we're doing a coffee and then a cleanse and then this and then that. Stick with like 1 or 2 and rotate them out. I stick with 2. I do Thermofy X and hair, skin, and nails. Anyone that's like young, like really young college age, I'll do like I'll do hair, skin, and nails if they're like really young. If they're older, especially like older ladies love TFX, so I always do the TFX for that. And then anyone that has like over like 2,000 friends, I have them do the giveaway post, because then you're going to get more comments on them. And then anyone that you see their profile and you're like, dang, they'd be a really good distributor, give them the distributor host to post, because then after you can be like, hey, like, thanks, you're in, but like, can I give you info too? And a lot of times they're like, sure. Same with product host to post. And I did not even realize that this was a thing until last week. I was like, I messaged one of our diamond chats of like diamond and above girls, and I was like, guys, am I just stupid, or like have I not been like offering the products to the people that are host posting for me? I do it for distributors, but I was never like, oh, by the way, like you get first dibs on a discount. And I signed it, like literally I sent them that message, and then I like someone gave me a script to use, like they're like, yeah, this is what I send, and I used it, and the first person that I used it on signed up as a customer right away. So that's another thing to keep in mind. A lot of the times people are interested in what we do. They're interested in the products they're posting about, but they're like kind of nervous to ask. So opening that door, and I'll send you guys that script too. It's just like, thanks so much, you're in. Just so you know, like you can also get 40% off, like if you're interested for yourself. And I do say, because I don't want to like someone to be like, you think I need to lose 31 pounds? I say like you get like the discount on all of our products. So then if anyone says that, I'm like, oh, we have way more than just weight loss. No one has ever said that to me, and that's a self-limiting belief, but you know what I mean? So yeah, that's like my key host to post thing. So this was like really good, because this was like a whole bunch of mindset stuff and then a whole bunch of practical stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because I wish I remember the quote exactly, but it was basically that like your work ethic and your mindset and I don't remember, I'm gonna have to watch the Zoom again. Everything like has to align. The work you're putting in has to align, and the mental stuff has to align. So, and do you guys have any other questions? Okay. This was, like I said, this was just really good. So I will put it on YouTube, and so we can share it to our friends that missed out. But yeah, I'm excited. So, okay, I'm gonna stop the recording.